Good afternoon, everybody. It's my privilege to share with you my service project implementation for aviation leadership, Aviation 245. So the service project that I chose to do is a 10-week advanced ground school course for youth. The goal of this course was to help students prep for their written test, for the private pilot written test, specifically to eliminate confusion on what to study. The reason being, there's so much information out there, it can be really difficult to actually know what to study for, and the goal was to just have everything lined up and organized to where the students know exactly what to study and how to be successful in their test the first try. There were 6 instructors on our team, including myself: Paul, Mike, and Matthew, Lincoln, myself, and Laura. So these were the areas of operation that we covered right here. Again, it was a 10-week course, starting with introduction, going all the way to week 10, which was review over the written test and doing a practice test. So the service took place at my local airport. Here's a picture of that, and specifically at the Flight Club building. We were up here in this building here on the 2nd floor, and it was indoors so that in case there was bad weather, we were still able to have the course. So it took place starting back when this class actually began, back in early March, all the way to, late March, all the way until the beginning of June is when it will end. So the reason I implemented this service, again, was for a more structured environment to study, organized resources, and specifically I noticed students struggling with the discipline to study for the written test. They were doing really well with the flying portion, but really struggled to study, and when I would be doing classes with just them, they had trouble focusing, and I think it helps to have other students in the class to keep them accountable. The way I implemented the service was basically, again, having it be more structured, more instructors, better outlines with homework laid out so students know exactly what they need to cover and what they need to study for the test. The expectation is that the student will go and take their exam immediately after the class, or at least within the first week. My personal leadership skills that I was able to implement were we see positivity, responsibility, and discipline. I try to stay positive and focus on the good things that the students are doing rather than the negative. Try and teach responsibility, taking responsibility for your own studies, and finally discipline. So I found that young people struggle with discipline, youth, and so I really wanted this course to help teach them that as well, and just to take responsibility for their actions and studies. So I personally am not gifted technologically. I'm also not the most organized person. So I was able to get other instructors who were gifted in these areas to help me with the technological aspect, helping me create the outline, and then also helping send out the emails and that kind of thing. What I expected from my instructors that helped were to show up on time, of course, arriving prepared, following the syllabus, making sure that students are comfortable asking questions and giving time in between study sessions for them to ask questions if they have any, and learning from mistakes from past classes that I've taught. So we've gotten good feedback from the students so far. Nothing really specific, but the students have been faithful to come to the class and they've been enjoying it. Some areas for improvement would be hopefully to make the class a little bit shorter. As of right now, it's been 10 weeks with 2 hours each week. I would like to make it 5 weeks and each week be slightly longer, but put in multiple topics into 1 week. I'd also like to have quizzes at the end of each class day so that students kind of have an idea of what to expect on the test. If you find yourself wanting to do this same service project, I would suggest not trying to do it alone. Find different instructors with strengths that you don't have, and make sure you give yourself plenty of time to implement the project. Here is a photo of the students that were in the class. We kept it to just 10 students. I wanted the students to feel comfortable asking questions, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with the size of the class. So thank you.